through 75 counties and hundreds of investigations. From the most violent crimes to petty infractions. This is Arkansas Crime Watch with Kevin Kelly.
Or this is the female. This is the 14-year-old female. Therefore, if you can secure her in your car where she can be safe and warm.
Scanner traffic captures the moment Arkansas law enforcement rescue a 14-year-old girl who they say was kidnapped by this man nearly 3 weeks ago in North Carolina. Good evening and thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch on Fox16.com. I'm Kevin Kelly. That rescue happened last weekend in Lone Oak. The young girl safe tonight and unharmed. As for the suspect, state troopers say he shot a Lone Oak police officer who was still recovering from his injuries. Mitch McCoy explaining tonight how this all started with an Amber Alert in North Carolina.
Place a hedge of protection around her.
It's a case that started February 11th, nearly 800 miles away. Family and friends searching for the 14-year-old girl from North Carolina who were not identifying because troopers say she's the victim of a child abduction. It was Saturday night in Arkansas when law enforcement learned the suspect in the kidnapping, 38-year-old William Ice, was traveling along I-40.
A white male that has threatened suicide by a cop is going to have the victim is going to be a 14-year-old female. They left Hazen approximately 10 minutes ago.
Lone Oak officers searching for Ice's truck found it parked at the McDonald's near Dee Lane. Authorities say when Ice started to get out of the truck, he opened fire, shooting Lone Oak police officer CODY Carpenter. Another Lone Oak officer returned fire.
We deal with tragedy often. When it hits home, it really hits home hard.
Arkansas State Police chased Ice down the road where his truck got stuck in snow.
The driver's not complied with anything I've said. I don't know if he can't hear me or what.
Troopers say Ice had shot himself, the young girl running free from the car before she was in the hands of state police.
If you can secure her in your car where she can be safe and warm.
The suspect in this case, William Ice, died from his self-inflicted injuries. We've since learned he was wanted in 2 different states, including Pennsylvania, where police connected him to other child predator cases. We've also learned the teenage girl was using a school-issued computer to communicate with Ice using multiple online platforms before she vanished. As for how law enforcement tracked him down, we're told they were likely pinging either her phone or his. As for the Lone Oak County police officer who was shot, he has been identified as CODY Carpenter. We're told he was shot multiple times and is expected to make a full recovery. The Lone Oak chief of police telling Crime Watch that he was recently promoted to a full-time officer position. He was originally hired as a dispatcher and a part-time officer. Carpenter is a member of the Arkansas National Guard and a volunteer firefighter with the Lone Oak Fire Department. A 14-year-old BB girl is home safe tonight after she was found in Florida with a 31-year-old man. She was reported missing last Tuesday. BB police eventually got a tip she'd been in contact with this man, Jerry O'Neill. They contacted authorities in Santa Rosa County, Florida, who went to O'Neill's home and found the young girl inside his house. O'Neill now faces charges of interfering with the custody of a minor and lewd or lascivious battery to a victim aged 12 to 16. He's being held without bond, and the FBI is reviewing the case to determine if he will face federal charges. A 22-year-old man accused in a triple homicide is being held on a $1 million bond. Hunter Chenoweth is being held in the Washington County Detention Center. He was transferred there after he was arrested in Saline County last week. State police say he killed his stepfather, James McGee, his mother, Tammy Lynn Chenoweth, and his sister, Cheyenne Chenoweth. The killings happened in Madison County. Chenoweth is also accused of abducting a baby after the murders. That child was found unharmed when he was arrested and released to the Department of Human Services.
Rifle, shotgun.
Is it missing?
No, it's in the holder.
Caught on camera, an up-close look just moments after police say a group of teenagers broke into sheriff deputies' vehicles in the River Market and allegedly took off with guns. The break-ins happened in January. Sheriffs and deputies from across the state had parked their trucks in the River Market while attending a convention. Mitch McCoy getting a first-hand look at the body cam footage and shows us how it all unfolded.
We got our hands on all of the officers' body cams, which adds up to hours of footage under a public records request. Officers started chasing the suspects and found guns along the way. It started like this. But back up 50 seconds when this Little Rock police officer on January 26th rolled up on teenagers breaking into sheriff's trucks.
Oh, wow.
Officers surrounded the River Market where the vehicles were parked for a nearby convention.
Sledgehammer in the back trying to get the AR out of there.
From every angle, LRPD started searching the riverfront.
See your hands, now!
And found two of the teens hiding out.
Get on the ground, do it now! Put your hands behind your back, mister.
But it's what nearby officers found that got some counting their blessings.
Thank God that you can get those.
As the high schoolers, a few hundred feet away, are put in handcuffs.
How old are you? 15.
3 people ages 17, 15, and 14 were all arrested. LRPD reported then that all the guns stolen were recovered. Back to you.
Also caught on camera, a suspect accused of robbing several fast food restaurants. Tonight, police need your help tracking him down. Take a good look at the surveillance photo. North Little Rock police say the man you see here may be involved in a number of robberies at several different Sonic restaurants throughout central Arkansas. If by chance you know who this man is or where he is, contact North Little Rock police. U.S. Marshals in Arkansas arrest a suspect featured on America's Most Wanted with John Walsh. 39-year-old Paul Grisham was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals on Thursday night, at a gas station in Ward, Arkansas. Authorities say in March of last year, he broke into a woman's house in Indianapolis, raped her, and stabbed her multiple times before he sexually assaulted her. In October of last year, he was featured on America's Most Wanted. Well, last week, police in Indianapolis contacted U.S. Marshals about possible sightings, and after saturating the area in Ward and talking to people, as well as checking surveillance tapes, they located him. He's currently being held in the Lono County Jail and faces a number of charges, including attempted capital murder. Little Rock police continue to investigate a homicide after a man was found dead in a car at a Walmart off Shackelford earlier this week. Our Claire Kreitz talked to shoppers who say they just went in to grab a few groceries, but when they came back out, the parking lot was full of police cars.
A packed parking lot now taped off as Little Rock police investigate a homicide at this neighborhood Walmart.
I didn't know what was going on. I pulled up and it was a whole bunch of cops outside.
On Tuesday afternoon, Little Rock police were called to this box store off Shackelford. When they got here, they say detectives found a man dead in a car. They don't believe he was killed here, but somehow ended up here.
Crazy, because I would have stayed at home. I would have never came by the store if I would have known it was going to happen like this.
Kimmy Cole was picking up a few groceries. After she checked out, she walked out to this crime scene.
And I can't get to my car.
Cole wasn't the only one parked in the lot. DeLois Davis also had to wait about 30 minutes before she could get home.
I just seen the crime scene tape and I wasn't able to get into my car.
Little Rock police towed a black Audi sedan from the lot, cleared the tape, and as of Tuesday night, shopping is back to normal. But Davis says this has put her on high alert, even at a packed superstore.
Yes, definitely, because you never know.
Police have since identified the victim as 20-year-old Kyrie Allison of Little Rock. Investigators don't believe he was killed there, but somehow ended up at the Walmart. The exact cause of death will be determined by the state crime lab, and so far, there's no suspect information. We're getting more details this evening about a deadly shooting on Halifax Drive in Little Rock that took place on February 20th. Police responded to the shooting at around 2 in the afternoon. They found 20-year-old Dante Stanley, who had been shot multiple times. He was taken to a hospital where he later died. Currently, no suspects have been identified. Anyone with information should contact police. The U.S. Marshals teaming up with Crime Watch once again to track down some of their most wanted suspects. Tonight, the spotlight is on this man, Jacob Graff. He's wanted for allegedly violating the terms of his probation and absconding from court-ordered supervision. He has a lengthy criminal history spanning 11 states with currently 7 active warrants in 5 different states. Graf's criminal history includes assaults, possession of firearms, vehicle thefts, domestic batteries, burglaries, resisting arrest, and violating protection orders. If you know where he is, call the number on your screen. Keep in mind you can remain anonymous. As we leave you, here's a look at Arkansas's most wanted. We want to remind you all of the suspects you've seen tonight are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Remember, if you have any information on any of the cases we talked about tonight, you're asked to call your local police department. Thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch. I'm Kevin Kelly. Be smart, be safe, and if you see something, say something. I'll see you tomorrow night on Fox 16 News at 5:30 and 9.